Oh, chat, curious. Literally just curious. You know how sometimes streamers, you're like, oh, they're so fun. And then they do like some fan servicey stuff. And some of their viewers, like usually a good amount of their viewers are like, oh, yay, R18 content. If I do that,
Whoa.
would you react the same, or would you feel actually weirded out? No joke, serious. I'm not gonna do it because I don't feel comfortable doing it. I'm just curious. No. I'd vomit. Is this like a for real thing, or like are you just saying it for the bit? Am I that unfuckable? Because like, okay, listen, I'm glad you said no because I'm not gonna do it. But the speed in which you said no, hear me out, chat. It's not the fact that you said no, because like I wouldn't do it anyway, and I want you to say no. But it's the fact that you said no so fast, and like
no,
it's
because
the tone.
I mod for you.
Well, I mean, you can mod that too. You know?
I'd fully support you, but take no pleasure in doing so for you.
Sure. I wouldn't care, and I would
Michi,
support you.
Please.
No.
Michi, no. Michi, stop.
Now, hear me out. Okay, I wouldn't do it, but in the speed in which you said it kind of
depends
offended
on the
me
content.
a little bit.
Like your learning stream with Mel was good.
What if I
depends
shoved
on
the
if you are talking.
What does that mean? Like, is it better if I like? Is it better if I talk? What the fuck does that mean?
Hey Michi, over here. I need your attention for just a second.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No. Bad streamer.
Oh.
If you actually did R18 content, we'd laugh at your lack of experience.
Okay, thanks, chat. I'll say though, in full like transparency, the reason I asked was because I was curious. I sometimes wonder about things.
But no. Your image has already been established in my head, and veers so far off from the usual you. If it's haha funny, sure, but going full in would take a while to adapt to.
Oh.
Stay haha goofy girl failure.
I'm not gonna lie.
Stop being curious.
Oh.
Michi, please, for the love of God, stop. SCP can only work in the soundboard mines for so long before he dies.
I've always been curious because I know a lot of streamers that are like haha goofy, but then they do have like another way, like a media area platform where they provide more
Plain
adult
stuff,
content.
not really interested. But if you did like a lewd video game with Mel on another site, or like something that's equally funny and lewd, I'd be interested.
Okay, chat. Okay, I had an idea that I think would be so good, but hear me out. Okay. Don't send me TTSs. Shut the fuck up. Hear me out. Actually, proper idea. So, I was thinking, if at any point we need to make like another platform account, right? Because, you know, preparing for the worst, right? Like, I'm preparing content in case things like get provided or some stuff happens. Like, I need to know what to do. If we had other platforms, I had an idea. I'm gonna do play along with me, right? Where I would play adult video games. Like, it's video games, but like for adults, you know? But I am going to criticize it. I'm not gonna do anything. It's not like, oh my god, that's so hot. Like, I'm not gonna do that shit, right? I'm not gonna beat my... I'm gonna be like, guys, I see the velocity and... guys, I think the sheen of the shading was a bit off there. Oh, we saw a little bug. Oh, that one's good, guys. The velocity and sheer wit that was that we have witnessed thus far has been very interesting. I am unsure if that is biologically realistic, guys, but I like how they portrayed this vision. According to my math, they are going at 2 kilometers per hour. And I want to do that where it's like, wait a minute. In this scene, they portrayed the wee wiener 2.5 centimeters shorter than how they portrayed in the last scene.
You're gonna die by embarrassment if you do that.
Oh, chat, you don't know. You don't know what... Something that I really like to do is... Sometimes I would look at like adult stuff.
Michi, you even
just
had
for the
to turn
fuck of
off the nudity in Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk.
Well, yeah.
There is 0% chance you do this.
Listen,
Michi,
I
if
need
you
to be in
want
the
to do
mental
yoga, go for it. I
headspace.
won't be there, but go for it. Follow your dreams. On a more important and serious note, do it on another platform. This is neither the platform or the auto cancel.
No, okay, being 100% transparent, chat, this may come as a shock,
Michi,
a
I'm going to
disappointment
try and
even.
say this in the kindest, least parasocial way possible, but, Michi, you are so regularly cursed and cringe and brain-rotted, and so devoid of a filter, that it don't matter how attractive you may or may not be, which you are, stop crying. Your mother is why. Mishimoki spit in fire
true.
Mishimochi puke.
Okay.
This is great because then Michi could review her friends' games. You'll
That's
feel
true.
like
That's
chat's
true.
terminally Zoom a little sister most the time, so yeah, lewd stuff from you would feel a bit weird.
I'm gonna be very transparent and it might come as a disappointment. I don't think I'd ever do lewd stuff. I am like, it's not that I'm not saying like I'm uncomfortable right now. If I have to be honest, I've never been comfortable doing stuff like that. So I don't expect actual serious lewd stuff from me, okay? I joke about it and I get curious.
New challenge, Michi plays an R18 game without showing it on stream. Instead she describes every scene while trying to stay within Twitch's TOS.
It'll be, guys, I see it. It's phew, there's sure movement, all right. I see. What he lags in length, he definitely fulfills in girth. A very interesting choice done by the developers and artist. Thank you. Yes, guys. You may not see this, but the intense battling is intense.
If you're truly curious, you could try collabing with Mel.
I feel like I'll ruin the vibe. Mel is too professional for that, you know? Here's my honest take. The reason I asked was because I do have friends that do normal streams and they have like pandering content on the side. And I know a lot of people do like it. Some people don't, some people do. It's up to them. Whatever they're comfortable with, of course. But I got curious because I was like, I wonder what kind of community likes those and what doesn't, right? Like I noticed when it comes to streamers that do content like this, their community is the type to also be like they spam a lot of hearts. They're like, oh my god, you're so lovely today, heart emoji, heart emoji. And it's kind of they don't mean to, but they do kind of bleed into the integral main community.
For the one resub.
You know what I mean? Like you can see what kind of community they are from the general chat, right? I don't think you know what pandering means. I'm trying to say it in the nicest way possible, because not all my friends do like jerk off with, no. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Michi,
some of them just do
ASMR.
ASMR.
Asked you what you thought of her maybe doing R18 content, what would you tell her?
If I have to be honest, is if Henya said that to me, it's like, what do you think if I did R18 content? If she's comfortable, go for it. But I will do exactly what I did with Mel and not look. Listen, I ain't gonna see that
are you
shit.
interested or not?
No.
Like legit, why did you ask us? Why do keep saying you want to do sponsor if you're not interested?
Because I think it'd be funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know this sounds like dash, not joking, but I am actually. I think it'd be funny to use things not for its intended purposes. But me personally, I'm not interested.
You could try.
Like, I don't know what you expect from me, chat. First of all, second of all, I am not interested because of my own principle. Right? I have morals, and my morals is my mother, and my mother watches my streams. So, like, hear me out, chat. I will not do R18 content because my mother watches my fucking streams. And it doesn't matter if I lock it behind a paywall. She will pay. Oh, man.
And yet you peddle these idea knowing your mom watching it.
Well, okay. I've talked to my mom about this too. I get curious very easily, chat. I've asked my mom one time, I was like, Mom, how would you feel if I did, like, porn? And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, you know, like, I do, like I jerk off on stream or something. Like, I moan into a mic, I jerk off, or, like, you know, porn. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I moan on the mic, and then I do stuff, right? And she was like, why would you do that? And I was like, I don't know, I wouldn't, I'm just curious. And she's like, you can, but I disown you. I'm like, okay. Fair enough. And she's like, yeah, you can. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, but then I'll report you to the authorities because it's illegal. Did you know? Guys, did you know that in my beautiful country, Indonesia, it's kind of illegal?
I don't know if you knew this, but both Xen and Jiri have collabed with Mel off-site, and both were pretty fun and not Mel's normal stuff. Even if it's a one-time thing, Mel would make sure you're never uncomfortable and you could do wacky stuff that isn't safe on Twitch.
Yeah, Mel is so sweet. I have told Mel this. If Mel invites me to, like, not Twitch collabs, I'd be down. I'd be down, but Mel knows that I'm not gonna do anything like adulty. So if Mel has any ideas that doesn't revolve around any adult participating, then I'm down. You know, I know Mel is very sweet. She's the type that's like, she's not gonna make you feel uncomfortable just for the fuck of it, you know? Yeah, Mel might act goofy, but she is very, like, she's 100% professional, and she's all about consent. So, in my country, chat, it's illegal to not only have sex outside of marriage, it's also illegal to provide, like, pornographic content. And it's also illegal to do stuff like that and then, like, put it out in the public. So, my mother would 100,000% report me to the authorities. Without a doubt, okay? I'm not saying this because, like, but Michi, you know, your parents do that all the time, you know? No. It's like, yeah, your mom will tell you that she'll kick you out of the house, but she really wouldn't. It's just an empty threat.
Didn't you mention wanting to do corn comment reactions with her in your Q&A?
Oh, hell yeah.
That sounds like a blast.
I told Mel that, but whenever Mel wants, I'm down. I don't have a platform outside of Twitch and YouTube. Even then, YouTube in brackets, question mark. But if Mel wants, I'm down for anything, you know? But I can't beat my schmeat. There's nothing to beat. Listen, I've talked to people where it's like, oh, I can't do this because my mom would disown me. And they're like, no, that's just empty threats. You don't know my mother. You don't know the monster in which my mother is. If my mom says something, she means it.
Back from the orphanage?
Yeah.
We believe her.
Like 3 times, chat. Okay, hear me out. My mother is not the type of person that knows what a joke is. She doesn't lie. She literally never fucking lies. If she says, I am going to fucking kick you out of the house, she will. Kick you physically outside of the house. If she says she's gonna report you, she will do it. Don't think for a second she's lying.
$4.20. So let me get this straight. It's a crime in your country.
Yes.
Your mom has told you don't do it.
Yes.
You keep saying you won't do it.
Exactly.
Chat has told you it's kind of a whiplash.
Yes.
So why are we talking about this?
I have intense curiosity. Aren't you curious? Like, I want to know what kind
Can
of...
confirm, Mama Mochievee would 100% remove Michi from the family.
Oh, but, like, sometimes I wonder, it's not the action, you know, it's not doing the adult stuff. I wonder, like, what kind of community would be open to stuff like this and what wouldn't be? And is it easy to tell, right? Like, I know chat is the type to be like jokey banter, everyone's just fucking about.
Thanks, Kai, for the 1 resub.
I wonder if even a community like chat would be like down to do stuff like that. It's one of those things that I'm just curious about. I'm curious because I know I wouldn't do it and I've never done it. So the best thing I can do is ask around. If that makes any sense. Like, if I have experience, I wouldn't be asking, right? So I know some people wouldn't care. I know some people would really be into it. But I want to know the ratio.
Got scammed for $4.20. I too am curious by nature. But this is shoving fork in an electrical socket curiosity. Michi be like, I wonder how far I can take this. Also Michi, why do I have so many out of context clips?
The out of context clip paint me like a sexual person. I am not. I am literally the least sexual person ever. You want to pull it, chat? I do like to do like community tests every now and then. If it makes you feel better, last time, like, I asked chat a lot of questions. Sometimes I ask chat what are your boundaries? What are things that you see as like, I like this, I don't like this. Sometimes we talk about normal stuff, like parasocialism, for example, or what if your streamer face reveals, or what if your streamer has a lover?
He got scammed for $3.
I like to ask everything.
Follow our 18 tubers. It's not that I don't like that content. I just don't want it from you, as that's
Thanks.
not why I'm here.
I appreciate it, but it's the speed in which you wrote that is kind of okay, you're kind of fucking me up over here. I'll have you know. Actually, nothing. I can't defend myself. Okay.